Well, hey there. Just thinking about you out in the garage. You know, spending a lot of time at home, it sure makes me wish I could go to the movie. And this is the best way to do it. Drive-in movie theater speakers. So this is an authentic drive-in movie theater speaker. So let's kind of talk about the history. So the first drive-in movie theater opened in 1933 in Camden, New Jersey, boasting a new slogan: "The whole family is welcome regardless of how noisy the children are." You have to remember that back in the 30s, movie theaters were palaces. You got dressed up, it was a really big deal. You didn't take your kids and all that rambunctious noise that you would have. So this way you could actually take your vehicle to an outdoor setting, fill your vehicle with as many people as you can, and watch a movie. The obvious problem would be, how do you hear the movie? Well, let's kind of back up a little bit. Between the 1950s and 1960s, in the United States, there were over 4,000 drive-in movie theaters. The main reason that they boomed was because drive-ins were constructed with very limited resources. You have to imagine that during the 1940s and 50s, things were different. Metals and wood and supplies were being rationed, and there was no need to build a structure. You just needed a screen and these guys, the speakers. RCA actually invented the first drive-in movie theater speaker in 1941, and they have a very unique design. This is a different brand, but they all created this design because they were designed to be run over by a car with no problem. That being said, California, our first drive-in movie theater in California opened up in 1938. By the 1960s, there were 220. Today, there's only 17 in operation. I wanted to take a moment to talk about the speaker because most of you probably don't know how they would have worked. So they would have had cables. So you would have parked your car, a large screen would have been in front of you, the cars would all have been at a slope, and outside you would have picked these guys up, you would have rolled your window down, moved it in, rolled the window up, and then adjusted the knob to listen to the feature film. If you know anyone who's ever been to a movie theater that used these, ask them how many windows they broke. These were the #1 reasons why windows would break in cars, because you would open the door and slam the door and forget that it was in there, and it would shatter the window. But nonetheless, you would turn them up and listen to your feature film. So I live here in Santa Clarita. We actually had a drive-in movie theater out here in Santa Clarita. It opened up in May 25th, 1966 with the movies of Marty Allen's Last, The Secret Agents, and Clint Walker, and The Night of the Grizzly. It actually closed in 1984, and it was called the Mustang Theater. Perhaps you've been to a drive-in movie theater, perhaps you have one of these speakers, maybe a different design, or maybe you broke a window. Be sure to comment below, let's talk about it, and we'll talk soon. Put it in your window, roll your window down